So we have completed transfers. Slobby has arrived, but it was a fucking nightmare. And I'd like to know your thoughts about this because I kind of think it's a bit buggy what happened. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome. We've done 2 signings. But first, let me take you to the Slobby saga. So here he is. The legend himself. Our new... I feel so sorry for him having to train another position. Our new left back. Because why not? Why not? Have some fun with it. So he was, as you know, he was transfer listed by request, £61 million. So I do what I normally do if I'm looking to, especially if we had £40 million transfer, we could sell the other fella. I've forgotten his name already. Wow, that's quick. And I thought, okay, I'm going to put in a low ball offer, 30-40 million. I'm going to assign a scout to scout him for a month. I'm going to declare interest in him. He said he was delighted to join a team like Real Madrid was what every player dreams of. He did all that shit and stuff like that. I went in with a low ball offer, maybe trying to get him to reduce the price a little bit because he demands to leave or whatever. He'd already kind of demanded to leave. He was transfer listed for £61 million. That's an important point to remember. So I was like, okay, this is clearly not working. Transfer window's coming up. We were selling the other left back anyway. So I thought, okay, here you go. £61 million, all cash. And they're like, no, we want 123. I'm like, what? Sorry? It says there that you're transfer listed for 61. So here is 61. You know, the numbers match. So that's where you accept it, right? And they're like, no, 123, mate. And I'm like, oh, that's ridiculous. So I put the offer of 61 in anyway, because I'm assuming that Slobby, who loves me, wants to leave, is transfer listed by request for £61 million, is going to kick up a fucking right royal fuss if they reject said fit £61 million. And he didn't. He just got on with it. I don't know if he's just a simpleton and doesn't understand how numbers work. And I was like, that's ridiculous. So we had to... But because it's our last season, I'm like, we got to get him. So we spent 110 million pounds on him. We had to do a bit over the next sort of 6 months. I did promise 15 million pounds if he plays 50 games. They don't know that the world's going to end at the end of the season, so that's lucky. So it cost us 110 million pounds. Right? So, but you got to do it, you know. I've loved him. He's been, I think we can all agree he's been one of our favourite players. Those 2 seasons at Porto, look at that. So random how, look, it just switched goals and assists, playing the same position and stuff like that. Valencia, he was just beastly and fuck it. He's never been an inverted wing back in his life, but now he is. So, but that wasn't all. Peter Kurz, I had a bit of a panic for a while, at one point said, I actually want to leave because I want to go back to Germany. I'm missing home. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay, let's go and have a talk to him. And then he's like, nah, it's all right. I was just kidding. And I was like, fuck you, absolute arse. He came second in the Ballon d'Or this year, which is brilliant, which is fantastic. And I didn't even know, previous to my existence, he's won the Ballon d'Or. But then there's this guy, Steven Hernandez, who's won 6 Ballon d'Ors. So I bought him. I was like, who's this Steven Hernandez guy? So, yeah, I just thought I'd buy him. There's Peter Kurz. I wonder if he's any. Bilbao, there, top 3. There you go. We got another one. So yeah, we signed him. Came second in that year as well. Mattia Mariani. Peter Kurz, third. So he's always been there. So, welcome. Shit, what country is he from? I want to say it's Mexico or Colombia. Or Peru. No, it's not Peru. Mexico. Hernandez. Mexico. Fucking Colombian. Look how good he is. Because I thought, I'll have a look at him, right? He's on 400 grand a week, by the way, at PSG. I thought, I'll have a look at him. And I was like, I'll put in an offer, just see what they say. And he was worth about 60 million because he's getting a little bit older now. So I put 40 million PID in. They went, 80 million? Oh, no, 100 million? I'm like, oh, so he is for sale then? Scramble, right. Checking down the back of the fucking couch for cash. Like, this is, okay. How do we raise money? We don't have a big squad. How do we raise the money? So, we raised the money. We did some over time, obviously, as you'd expect, last season. That's fair. So we got 53 million for Barmby. So we paid for a chunk of that. But we also sold Diaz. This was just a random thing. He's kind of our backup deep line playmaker. He doesn't play that much football. But this was totally separate. Liverpool were like, do you want to sell him? 55 million plus like 10 more or something if he plays a bunch of games. 66. It was like 55 plus 11 or something like that. And I'm like, hold on to that thought. Let me just stall that while I see if I can raise any more money. And obviously the obvious one to go is Onku, who's dropped out of form, dropped sort of out of the squad really. He did great last season. Hasn't really played too much this season. No goals. I think he did score one in the European stuff. But like great last season. And I thought, you know what? Okay, we'll try and raise some money. But didn't get massive deals for him. But it was enough to stretch everything else out so we could find Steven Hernandez for 40 million up front and then 40 million over 2 years. He is a fucking monster. I don't know why they would sell him at this point. He's still, look, it's not like he's getting old and his physicals are getting shot. This guy is a ridiculous monster. I can't believe he's only got 51 goals in 100 caps. He was at Bournemouth. Look at Man City bought him for 1.3 million and sold him for 116 million. Look at the goals. So, main reason, and this I feel sorry for Giacomo because Giacomo's been brilliant. He's got 14 goals now. What's he got? 7 in the league. Like, he's doing pretty well. But I've always been worried this season, as you know, as having like a kind of one-man team. When it comes to goal scoring, Kurz is just getting all the goals. So I thought, just have them both. I'll just have them both. Then if one falls off, the other's going to be amazing. We've got like first and second in the Ballon d'Or sitting as our striker. This is what dreams are made of. And I was like, even I don't have enough money here, like if I still needed cash because it was close, I was thinking I could get rid of Chinchilla, right? Because he's worth 50 million. And then Giacomo can play right midfield, which he can. He'll be a really good right winger. So we'll get some game time there this season because neither of them have sort of jumped out form-wise. But he's also going to be the backup striker. But I'll start training him as a winger. It's been a theme of this, just training random positions. So there we go. We have done a bit of magic in the old transfer window. I was delighted with it. Can't believe the slobby stuff. That's why I wasn't bothered. I didn't feel bad about the extra 30 million in add-ons that will never happen. If normally I wouldn't play it that way and the money over time, but I'm like, no, fuck off. That's because that is broken, isn't it? He's transfer listed for £61 million by request. He's desperate to join us. He loves me, and then they don't accept the offer, and he doesn't kick up a fuss. Fair enough that it's up to them to reject the offer, or say 120 million. But surely he would go mental, and he wasn't. He was just fucking chilling out. There was nothing in the information. I think he just might be a bit simple. He looks a bit simple. So it's a risk because Slobby, inverted wing back, he does like to run ball through the centre, so it suits him. We have also won the Super Copa. I didn't show you that game because Barcelona weren't using their first. So don't get too excited. Atletico was like 9 of the 11 first teamers, and we beat them comfortably. And then Barcelona, it was about half the first team, half reserves, and we used our full first team because I wanted to get a win. We also beat Valencia in a great game. Peter Kurz with 4 goals, Paris with the 1 to go, Nacho with the late goals. I was pleased for him. And then Sevilla we beat 3-2. Giacomo, Kurz, and Guerrero. And then Atletico, Bilbao, who, by the way, Bilbao's just a fucking monster. Like, he's got 17 assists and 4 goals in 21. This guy is ridiculous. So we have an exceptional team and lots more Spanish players than before. Apart from the 2, best ones there. German and Colombian. We'll ignore that part. So very, very excited. I think it's going to be good. Today, I thought we'd see the debut. Slobby's played 2 games, I think, but we're going to get to see the debut of Hernandez. 6-time Ballon d'Or winner. Absolutely ecstatic. And he's only 29. Like, you get 3-4 years out of this guy. 80 million quid. An absolute steal. I'm going to play him as a complete forward because he can do it all. Yeah, so I think we're ready to go. Apart from, Slobby can't start. I'll give him half an hour, lads. I'll give him half an hour, yeah. Just so you can see the joyousness. He's played well as well. The joyousness that is Mr. Slobby. All right. I'm very excited about the second half of the season. The league table is looking ridiculously close. As you can see, my dream has come true, is that Barcelona are in fact drawing a bunch of games, which is what we needed to happen. And so it is ridiculous that it's a 3-horse race. It is ridiculously close. I kind of wouldn't have it any other way. It would have been dull if we'd... It gets the number 10. It's close to number 9. It would have been a bit dull if we just smashed it. That's the reason why I didn't just, go invincible. Because where's the fun? Right, Hernandez, need you to hit the ground running, son, yeah? Because Kurz is on form at the moment, so I'm assuming in about 3 weeks' time he's going to have a week off. Okay. 1 minute. I don't know what the goalkeeper... Look at the goalkeeper's positioning. He is having a piss. Look, he seems to wander off. He's not on the replay. That's weird. You've got to save that. I also got a random bid for Toddy from Chelsea. Obviously, even 15 years into the future, they're still looking for a first-choice goalkeeper. Topical, because Kepa shit. Sorry, Chelsea fans. Sorry. Is it too soon? Pascual. Oh, he's battling. I love Pascual. He's low-key my favourite player in his team. It's like James Milner. He's my favourite player in Liverpool. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Ping it in. Oh, Scavoli scrambles. It's Peter Kurz, because that's what he does. He scores a lot of these. Quick reaction. The German international with his 23rd goal of the season. He's on fire. Okay, so we've negated that goal. Let's go get a second one. I'm so excited for the second half of the season, watching these 2 strikers, man. There's very few times in the history of my Football Manager playthroughs that I've had two such good strikers. It reminds me of the Dutch Masters. That's how good this is. Normally because I don't usually manage big teams. But they're that good. The tactics, I think, is a bit bang average. And the rest of the team, it's all right. But those 2 strikers are godlike. Robert. Feeds Hernandez. Let's see. Is he going to go for the tight angle shot? Of course he is, because there's Kurz again. He's always there. He's always there. 24th. We're only in January. This is a ridiculous season. I think if I was continuing on, like if this is a private save and I was continuing on with Real Madrid, I might well look to just send him back to Germany. Send him off to Bayern Munich or whatever. Dortmund. Oh, hat-trick! Just because, he's a bit homesick. And he's got a couple of good years left in him. Shuffle him off. Say thank you for your time. Especially now we've got Hernandez. We've got another superstar striker. I might just go on, mate. You want to go back to Germany? Go for it. Right. Yeah, you've angered us, Levante, with that silly little goal. Do not anger us. Okay, we haven't seen much of Hernandez, admittedly. Right, we'll give Slobby half an hour. He's just, as you can see, Kurz is a very good player, but he's also always in the right position. Go on. Oh, yes, get rid. Let's not get complacent. Nice. Oh, and he's defending it. That's never a foul. I don't know how that's a foul. Bullshit, ref. Right. Bring on the man, the myth, the legend. Mr. Slobby in a Real Madrid shirt. It's a glorious sight to behold. £110 million for a 30-year-old Serbian striker playing at left back. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, this is what we do around here. I don't take the game seriously. It's a lot more fun that way. Because then you never get truly angry. If you don't take the game too seriously, you never get truly angry at the game. You get like angry in moments and comedy angry and just bewildered. But Ivan the Old, the legend, whips one in. He's been doing it for years. That's offside. Get fuck off, avocado. They've come back into it, to be fair. Mr. Slobby comes in, plays a solid 6.7. You've got to love it. I don't think we'll see as much of him as we did marauding down the right-hand side. Because they're less important to the system than those attacking wing-backs were. Oh, God, we've had to give them 7 million. 3 goals, mate. Go on, then. How many goals is that? Oh, look. Yeah, look. He's still looking for a goalkeeper. So his form's improved after we dropped him for a couple of games. It's 8 goals in 5. It's not bad. And he's thrown in a few assists. This guy is on a goal-scoring mission this season. 25 goals in 22 games. 23 in the league. This is already his 5th best season. One more to equal his 2nd best season with half the season played. The guy is mental. He's going to keep getting better. When he's 40, he's going to be amazing. So what's Hernandez done this season so far? No, only 16 in 20. It's all right. 8 man of the matches and 5 assists. It's all right. 8 average. It's all right, innit? Like he'll do as a sort of backup to... I feel sorry for Giacomo, though. Admittedly, a lot of his goals have come in the Champions League, which is, against shit teams, to be fair. Watford. Fuck you. But he still had a very good season. 2 caps for Spain now. Oh, and one thing. You know how Munoz has had an absolutely terrible season? Admittedly, bit part player, but when he's come on, not looked good at all. He came on in extra time in the Super Coppa final and boshed in 102nd minute winner and got man of the match. I was like, yeah, respect, mate. Respect. Right, there we go. Our final transfer window, I think, is brilliant. We signed the Ballon d'Or winner. 6-time Ballon d'Or winner. We signed Mr. Slobby. It's a glorious, glorious thing. And we'll probably still get spanked by Barcelona in a few games' time when we got banned. Not for a while. Oh, look, we get a double header. We'll do a double. We'll probably come back in between. Sevilla are decent. Not bothered about Champions League yet, unless we get to like the semis. Then we'll think about it. But we'll come back for Real Sociedad Sevilla, I think. And then we'll come back for Valencia, Barcelona. Right, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.